Access granted.
Hello there YouTube, today we are going to have a look at a really neat program that every DPS on almost every play on the world is using, and that is Recount, and that's the damage meter I have up here. We are alone now, but if you're in a group, it basically shows the damage that your people are doing and where it comes from and all that. It can also show damage taking if you set it up right and all that, but let's just do some damage. So it's basically a DPS meter, total damage, and you can see I've done 100% of the damage right now. So yeah, it's really neat, really customizable, and a lot of people are using it. And you will get tryhards coming out and saying, "Oh, can you post a recount if you're in like a dungeon or something like that?" So you basically just do that by clicking this little shout up here, and then you do, okay, where do we want to post? Say officer, to a raid ID, to a whisper target, general trade, blah blah. Let's just do say, report, recount, damage done, OL data, little Thor, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. So that's basically my data, and then you can like copy it here and you can clear it, the recount. You can also customize it by either clicking on this, and I'm sure it's in here in interface also, with add-ons, recount. You see there's profile, report, real time, bandwidth, blah 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 blah. Report, and up here you can get like config access to UI, show the config menu. This is the UI. Going to the config menu, I normally always just, let's return to the game. I just go in here and you can see here what it counts. Let's go up to data here. You can see like player self, blah blah, like recount death, time, data, show, and you can basically customize it with self grouped, ungrouped, hostile, pets, mobs, what you want, unknown, merge pets with owner, merge absorb with heal, and blah blah, check for vision. You can see all this total rates when it should start to count, hide when not collected. You can also hide it so it's not shown in combat and all that. Data deletion, sorry, auto delete type data, blah blah blah. Delete on a new group, so when you start in a new dungeon it will delete that. Delete an entry. And there's a lot you guys can go through here. It's really awesome. Window, like what you want to be showing here, the scaling, row height, show total bars, auto hide non-combat, that was the one I was talking about. And then there's this one. I used to use this a lot, like global real-time window. So we have damage done, and then you have the DPS. This is the raid DPS. I see a lot of people have this one also. This is healing. Let's see if we can find this one. Raid heals per second, and you have, I think this is dots and high heals, but this is like, let's close those. These are like the two main ones that people tend to have up, raid DPS and all that. And then you can get like FPS, you can get latency. There's a lot of shit here. Up traffic, down traffic, we'll just go with bandwidth. Where did that go? Well, let's just go up traffic, down traffic. I don't know why I don't show bandwidth, but yeah. So you can see here there's a shitload of stuff you can track. And you can change the appearance, like what kind of text you want, how the texture looks like and all that, swap text and bar colors. So let's go in and do minimalistic. Looks like that. Empty, look like that. Blizzard, you get that one. You can also change the colors if you want. And here are the modules at dot timer, uptime, and hot uptimes. That were the two other ones that this didn't show in here. These two. So there's a lot you can do with it, and it's really neat. So let's just go in and attack this little dummy here again. You can see my FPS, my latency. Down, upstream, rate, heal. There should not be any heals. Maybe I have a little bit of self heals, but. And then you have rate DPS, so let's just crack on with it and do this. But you can see stuff are showing up like over here in rate DPS, and I'm just clicking shit right now. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I will maybe click wrong stuff. So don't use this DPS thing like what to do. Please don't. But as you can see here, stuff is happening. Great DPS. So this will take out the whole raid and all that if like more people upstream, downstream. If there was a healer, there would be some healing in there. I don't know if he has some self-heal at some point. Let's try just click all kind of shit here. I haven't set anything up, so... But you get the gist of this, like what you can do, but... A lot of people just have this one who do the most damage and who like the DPS. You can see here, show details left, show... I just right clicked on it here, sorry. Show real-time graph. Oh, come again. Delete combat, show add current graph, show details left. This is the detailed one. Let's do that one. This is my DPS. That's the craft, so you can see my DPS. So if we had like the whole raid up, we will have like the overall raid DPS, and then you can have like I said, oh, I have this one over here. You can show craft window here. I can't remember what I clicked now. This is so stupid. Yeah, you can delete content and all that, and you can show detail left, show crafts and all that. So you can basically click on each person and get their single DPS. And over here you have the hostile attacks, detail window of my character, ability name, crits, blocks. So it's basically like, I don't know if you guys are into racing games, but you know, the modality in racing. Why can't I close that one down? Let's just do that. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's basically like if you read like a race car, you get all that stability of it. It's basically what you're doing here, all the data that it collects on your character. So if you want to see, like, if you really want to nerd out about like your DPS and base combination to hit things, this is basically what you will be using. But anyway, I hope this made it a little bit clear what this is all about and gave you guys a little look into it. There's a lot more you can do with it, but I just glimpsed over it quickly because I don't want to sit down here and going all nerdy with it and nerdy with it and make you guys sit for like an hour while you're customizing everything, going into depth with everything. But it should give you like the basic idea about what this add-on can do and what it's useful for and why you may want to use it. So yeah, I will see you guys later and hope you all will have an awesome day. So go and play some WoW. Bye bye.